I want to talk a little bit about this game, obviously getting to be the closer here at GDQ. And I definitely think some part of it, obviously an amazing offer by you, but also some major discoveries. And one discovery in particular was made this past year in a casual playthrough of this game. If you could explain to the audience at home what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so the biggest discovery that we've had in a while is the Boba skip. It basically happens at the first communication tower. We would normally have to climb like 30 flights of stairs, then rappel down a wall, and then deal with some guards on the walkway leading to the next tower. And that whole sequence takes about 2.5 minutes. There was a skip discovered by a casual streamer by the name of Boba back in August. She was playing through the game for the first time. There's a door on floor 9 that's normally frozen, and if you want to go through that door, you have to blow C4 on the other side to get it unfrozen or unstuck. But she was just panicking, trying to go through the door. She had her gun out, and the guards were shooting at her, and all of a sudden, she clips, and then she's on the other side, skipping all of that. And if you do that, it saves about 2.5 minutes, and it was a really surreal day. Somebody dropped the information to us in our Discord, and within 30 minutes, there was probably 20 people in a voice call trying to science it out, replicate it. Within another 30 minutes, we found a couple ways to set it up. Within another hour, we've had runners going after runs with it in it. And then I think another hour or two later, somebody got a record with the Boba skip in it. So we worked quick on it, and it was a historical day for sure.
I love the speedrunning community, like vultures, just like diving at that. It's one of those, there are a lot of skips sometimes that are found in speedrunning where it's like, okay, it's going to lower the time. Maybe you're a little sad of the sequence that you lost right there. I think I remember reading on Twitter that day, this was like the perfect 2+ minutes to lose out of the run, feeling like nothing of value was lost. Super, super cool skip.
Yeah, not really, because one, it applies to every single category, which is really nice, because we separate our runs any percent or all bosses, which is basically just large skips or almost no skips.
Sure.
So you can run it, you can do this on any category. It saves 2 to 2.5 minutes on everything. And Nobody likes to rappel. Nobody likes climbing up 30 sets of stairs. Like, it was welcoming.
So we're backtracking back to Tower A, and I think this is probably a good time to explain what's about to happen, because while it's happening, it's a bit intense. So for those wondering, what is this huge thing that happened recently with this game that saves about 2.5 minutes? We can now skip the Tower A sequence basically entirely. And the story goes that Boba of Yogg's cast was playing this game casually, and no backseating in her chat, no one telling her what to do. And she was attempting to get through the tower and thought, well, Hideo Kojima is known for doing wacky stuff like forcing people to play on the second controller port. Maybe there's some way to get through this door. AKA the problem that speedrunners have been trying to solve for literal years now, actual years. And lo and behold, she was in just the right position, just the right angle, took damage, got the correct animation damage, and she phased through the frozen door, skipping half the tower climb and the rappel sequence. And this is probably one of the most significant finds in this game in years, especially for the console version. It's just absolutely massive, very cool story. And it upended the entire leaderboard for all the categories in this game.
Yeah, it works on every single run, so it works in any percent. It's good for all bosses. It changed the run for literally everyone who plays this game.
Yeah, PC, console, emulator, you name it. You do the run, you want to do the Boba skip. It is a bit of RNG because we're relying on an animation, and my cat, I think, is going to make an appearance. You may hear a meow, and you might see her, so just fair warning. But the Boba skip relies on a certain animation. It is 50-50. You either get a small knockback or a big knockback, and we want the big one. We're going to basically hold a grenade in our hand and take damage, and then just hope for the best. Yeah,
so you have to position yourself on the left side of the door, and you'll see Limes line himself up in first-person view. There's a certain line in the wall, and you can use that as a visual cue. And then at that point, it's just crossing your fingers that you get the big knockback, not the small knockback. It's very key that we do this. There is one problem with this whole thing, is that we are not going to get the full health return that you normally would get by going to the top of the tower and starting the rappel sequence. So the health we have is the health we're going to have until pretty much the end of the game, with the rations, of course. So setting up here by stunning these guards, and this is when the rubber meets the road.
Not first time. So you got the wrong animation there, so you'll have additional chances to get it.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's good. Two is good. I'll take 2. 1 would have been ideal. 2 is good. That's good enough. I didn't lose much health.
Getting the Boba skip also skips the walkway guards as well. And the walkway guards have a special effect where they can knock you down when they hit you. And it's a very difficult section of the run. The rappel is tricky as well. So Boba skip reduces the difficulty of the run because it gets rid of 2 very hard sections.
Yeah, if you get shot by the guard, one of the guards on the walkway, they can literally one-hit you. It can randomly happen on Extreme. Pretty cool. So it's pretty great. Also, huge shout-outs to Boba and her original name for this skip called Kevin. So if you're a Kevin in chat, we salute you, Kevin. All the Kevins in chat.
We love Kevin.
We love Kevin.